What's up, you guys? It's Jessie, and today's video is a vlog containing the certain events that went down on Tuesday, March 8th, 2016. Me and my friend Carmen, I will link her awesome bookstagram and personal Instagram right here. Check her out. We had the opportunity to interview Cassandra Clare and some of the amazing cast members of the Shadowhunters TV show. So without further ado, I hope that you enjoy this footage. And I just wanted to apologize in advance for my lack of vlogging. Sorry, I forgot a lot of the time. It was just so crazy, hectic. Everything was scheduled like exact times, so we had to rush from place to place. And B, I apologize for the not so great lighting in Cassandra Clare's bus and the fact that the interview with Cassandra is out of focus. I couldn't tell. I thought it was in focus when we were filming, but apparently not. With that being said, I hope that you enjoy it nonetheless and excuse all those factors. Let's get into the video and I hope you enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations on the release of Lady Midnight.
Thank you.
Okay, so first off, how long did it take you to write Lady Midnight? Because it's huge.
It took about 2 years, I think, to write Lady Midnight. I started writing it at the end of 2013, and I turned it in 2015 and finished it in 2015. So about 2 years. It was a massive book, and it's also a first book, and those are always the hardest.
Yeah. How long did it take for like editing?
Oh god, the editing was miserable. I should be holding this up. The editing was really miserable because it's a mystery and it was so complicated to like get the mystery pieces right and know what everybody was supposed to know at every point in the book. And God, I think the editing probably took about 6 months.
Wow.
And what initially sparked your ideas for Lady Midnight, and what character did you think of first?
The first character I thought of was Emma, and what sparked my idea was actually being in LA. I was with Holly, and we were up the coast, and I was sort of showing her places that I used to go when I was a kid. And there's a set of sea caves that are up in Leo Carrillo Beach. And we were there, and there was a freak wave, and Holly was almost carried away and killed. But while that was very sad,
I can hear you.
I know you're there, but I have pictures of this. This totally happened. And as Holly was being carried out to sea, I thought, this is such a great place to set a book. And I think there was something about the idea of setting a Shadowhunters book in the place that I grew up. And then Emma was the first character that came to my mind, and I had a sort of mental image of her, like, on the beach, and then the other characters sort of came, fell into place afterwards, and I knew there was a story that I wanted to tell about a big family of Shadowhunters. I just didn't know where it was going to be until that moment.
What scenes did you enjoy writing the most without giving away too much for people who haven't read it yet?
Like a big pervert.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
There's a certain scene on the beach that I enjoyed writing.
Me too.
So far I've got good feedback on that one from people. But that was a lot of fun for me. But then a lot of the scenes with the family I really loved, like with the scene in Cantor's Deli where they're all kind of sitting around and talking, and it's really the first time I feel like the characters fall together as a team. And we sort of see how they all work together, and of course Mark is demanding, and all like the strawberries from the waitress, and just being bizarre, and we see how everybody sort of like how Julian tries to stop him, how Ty kind of loves his weirdness, how Emma and Christina's friendship sort of like works together, and I really loved that scene because it was like this is how our team functions.
Did you get emotional writing any of the scenes?
I definitely got sad and at some points and emotional at some points. Mark's story about coming back from the wild hunt and trying to find his place with his family again was definitely very emotional for me to write because it's such a hard thing to feel like, you've lost your family and you've come back, and I think we've all had experiences like this. You've lost someone out of your life and you come back and you meet them again, but you're not the same, and they're not the same. So can you reconnect? So that one was tough for me, but it's still just a first book. I mean, like the really like horrible, like tragic stuff has not happened yet.
I'm sure you can imagine.
Like the bloodbath is not occurred so far.
While writing the series, what inspired you while describing all of the stunning architecture and scenery, and what are some tips that you can give to striving authors about writing scenery?
I think that for me, with writing Lady Midnight, it was a lot of sense memory, kind of like what was it like, you know, to live in Los Angeles, and, you know, there's a lot of, I think, imagery that ties in with the ocean and the beach and sort of the starkness of the desert, and the lushness of the beach has always been to me kind of a symbol of LA, and this contrast, and sort of that carries over into the thematic stuff with the book. And I think in terms of describing things, to one of the pieces of advice that I usually give is, you know, try to think of the thing about it that's the most unusual to you. Like, how is the thing that you're trying to describe, try to compare it to something in your mind that's the weirdest possible thing. Like the bus, it looks like what does it look like? Not a bus, like a big black bug or something like that. And kind of like work backward from that, like your own specific unique point of view on what something looks like is going to be the thing that makes your prose different.
Have you ever met someone and thought they reminded you of any characters in the book?
Sometimes. I mean, definitely I'll meet people and I'll think pieces of their, you know, personalities remind me of pieces of the people that, but I don't tell them because I'm cool.
Yeah.
You remind me of my character.
How did you come up with the names of the characters in Lady Midnight?
The characters of most of the family are all based on emperors and empresses of Rome. So Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, you know, Drusilla, Livia, Octavian, and Tiberius are all part of Greek, and are all part of like Greek and Roman history. So their families are classicists, and I just thought that was fun. And Christina, named after the girl I met in Mexico who asked me to write a Mexican Shadowhunter. She was like, I really would like to see a Mexican Shadowhunter. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
I can do that, and I will write you a Mexican Shadowhunter. So I just stole her name. Sorry, Christina. And then the fairy names, I had to hit up Holly for help on that one. But it's a lot of sort of looking up like names, and then sort of trying to think of ways that take names that are familiar to us and kind of bring some changes on them so that they seem familiar as names, but a little bit different.
Yeah. If you could create your own group of Shadowhunters in the real world, who would be a part of your group, and what would be your weapon of choice?
Well, I think probably I would, you know, bring in my friends, and I'd obviously have to bring in the co-writers of the Bane Chronicles and Tales from Shadowrun Academy, because they know a lot about Shadowhunters. So Maureen Johnson, Robin Wasserman, Sarah Reese Brennan. I'd have to bring Holly in. I would definitely bring Holly's husband Theo in, because he has a huge collection of swords. I feel that would be very helpful to us. And then I probably, you know, bring in some of my old friends. And then I think that my personal weapon of choice, like, I don't know how to use any of my weapons, but if I could use one, it would be a crossbow, because I think they're so cool.
Yes. And out of all Shadowhunter novels you've written, is it possible to pick a favorite? And if so, why is that one specifically your favorite?
I think it's hard because the one that you're working on at the moment is always your favorite. So like right now it'll probably be a toss-up between Lord of Shadows, which is the sequel to Lady Midnight, and Chain of Gold, which is the first of the Last Hours books, and takes place in Edwardian England and deals with the children of the characters from Infernal Devices. And it's so great to go back to that time period and see those characters again and spend some time with Will and Jem and Tessa, but also like the new characters who I really love and their relationships with each other. So I mean, I think it's probably good, but you're always like the most in love with the thing you're working on at the moment, because it always has the potential to be the perfect book.
Yeah.
Then you finish it and you're like, it's not perfect, but in that moment you're like, it could be.
Yeah. Can you sum up Lady Midnight in 5 words?
Oh man, romantic, detective, mystery with Shadowhunters.
Perfect.
I'd love. No, that's 7 words.
It's okay. We can add those 2 in there as well. It's perfect. Waiting for something to happen.
Oh, we have to wrap up. Okay. Well,
Thank
it
you
was
so
great
much.
to talk to you guys.
So awkward.
So we just finished interviewing Cassandra Clare, and it was very
Awesome.
nerve-wracking.
I don't even know what to say, because
I
how
know.
can you describe like a conversation with Cassandra Clare?
My hand was shaking so bad, and I feel like she was looking at my hand. It was so hard. I know me. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Going to hang out with the cast now.
Hello. Hi.
Hashtag YouTube life.
Is it back on yet?
Channel wars.
Please join me in welcoming Holly Black.
Hello. I'm going to be Cassie's buddy and question taker for the evening. And so, I bring you Cassandra Clare. Maybe. I know. I was like, I'm just going to go for this. Thank you all for coming out for the launch for Lady Midnight. Super excited to have you here, and of course, we do have some very special guests tonight. I don't know how many of you have been watching a little adaptation called Shadowhunters. Yeah. I'm around Tobia and
I was wondering, what's your plotting process? Because your world is so amazing and like intertwined together, and I was wondering like how you created, like, did you plan the other books before you brought them into the past ones? Like,
when I started with City of Bones, I knew I wanted to make a really big world that you could tell a lot of stories in, but I wasn't planning anything definite because I had no idea if anybody would like the first book. And if nobody liked the first book, then there wasn't really a point in planning 9 books. So I wrote the first book, and fortunately people did like it, and then of course I was really thrilled, and by the second book I already had the Infernal Devices plotted out, and I had the idea for the Dark Artifices right around, a year or two later, and at some point I kind of explained it to my agent and said, like, look, I think of it as like a wall, and each story is like a brick in that wall, and eventually it will be the full Shadowhunter story, but each brick is like one trilogy or one series, and it tells a part of the full story.
Wow.
Alright, so as you know, the Shadowhunters fan base is huge. Did you have any idea what you were getting yourself into when it started?
No. No, the fans are amazing. I think they're the best fans that we can ask for. They're so, they're doing their thing. It's amazing that they've given us such a warm welcome, and that they've really taken a chance with us and gone on this journey with us.
Have you had any crazy fan encounters yet? Like just walking
now.
I mean,
here?
well, when we got to Toronto, we had nothing but fan encounters.
Yeah, and Comic-Con and...
Oh yeah, Comic-Con was awesome.
Comic-Con was amazing.
Even before the show came out.
Yeah.
It just shows how popular books were. And
they love the book so much, so that means they love us?
Yes,
We hope.
I would say so. Were there any props on set or clothing items that you want to take home?
Yes, I wanted to take everything we did. All the shoes. I actually bought some of Clary's shoes in a different color.
Yeah, don't tell me that.
Yeah, they wear them often. Harry always does his makeup once in a while, right?
I still have all the makeup.
The
I have it on me. I just have makeup on top of the makeup, so you can't see it.
The jacket that I wore in this episode, I actually do have in my house now.
Oh, look at that.
I don't have anything, unfortunately. We have memories and photos.
They're not just actors, they're thieves as well.
Well, I could have taken maybe a little something, Shelly.
Okay.
You didn't hear this.
Next, if you had the ability to create a rune, what would it be? And you're gonna have 30 seconds to invent one.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. No, I already know what I'm gonna do.
I do too. I know what this is.
Sharpie. go.
Okay.
Are we starting?
On the clock, yeah.
30 seconds now?
Yeah.
30 now?
I'm not good at drawing. I'm not like Clary. This is not good. What do I do, Em?
Done.
I'm done.
Em's already done.
What is that?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Time. It looks really bad. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not really a rune. It's just a shape that everybody does.
What is that? What is that? It's like an emoji. Come on. Oh, that's so original.
Well, this is something I would tattoo on myself, so it would be a heart.
Cool.
What does it do?
It makes you fall in love.
Oh.
It makes people fall in love with other people.
Wow.
That's forcing them to.
So basically, you like someone, you draw this rune on them, and then they love you
Love
back.
potion number 9.
And they can't remove it, so it's for life.
What's that?
Mine, well, I was trying to go a little literal. I can't ever keep my closet clean, so I need a closet cleaning rune, and this was supposed to be a sock, but it's like half of a hanger, and then the magic that it takes to clean my closet and keep it clean.
Good job.
This is the everything is gonna be alright.
And you were what? You were complaining about mine?
Mine has eyes. Yours is never.
Alright, mine is a human GPS rune,
I need
so
that.
you'll never get lost. It doesn't look like anything, but that's what runes, they don't look
I see it
literal.
though. I like it.
It's like a
Yeah.
Here you go, Emrod. Thanks.
There you go, Emrod. When filming one of the many intense and emotional scenes, what do you think of and to make it believable?
Depends on the day. I think about what's happening in the moment. Like, I don't like to think about like my personal life. I like to be in the moment.
Well, I think too because all of us are so close and we shot a lot of things on location and in sets that really immerse us into it. It made it easier to really just jump in as the character.
Yeah.
If your character had a pickup line, could choose a pickup line, what would it be?
I'm sorry, wait, say that again?
If your character could choose a pickup line, what would it be?
Okay.
Isaiah, you don't want to help us with that?
It's got all of What would Magnus say?
Remember the ones that were sending on WhatsApp the other day?
I know you got something.
I would be like,
Hey,
it would be like, hey, did you fart? Because you blew me away.
Claire's would be, maybe this is more Jace than Claire. It would be, hey, did it hurt when you fell from heaven because you're an angel? Oh wait, that's me.
Terrible. I don't have any.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
Think of anybody.
I don't really. I'm not.
Isaiah.
I don't use pickup lines. I don't.
So what do you do?
He is a pickup line.
Exactly. I just smile.
Manning's pickup line, they would just stand in a line and he'd just pick one up.
No, I think you would snap your fingers and they would pick you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They would pick me up.
You know what I do? I turn into a puppy, and then the girl would pick me up, and she'd go, "Oh my God, you're so cute." And then you
turn into a werewolf, right?
Exactly.
If you could create your own group of Shadowhunters in the real world, who would be a part of your group and what would be your weapon of choice?
All of these people plus the rest of the Shadowhunters squad. Weapon of choice? I don't know.
Sarah?
I think.
Yeah, maybe.
What's your weapon of choice?
Magic, baby.
So I would want magic. Oh, I have to be a Shadowhunter. See, this right here.
That's it. That's the way
My
it's done.
parabatai would be Rachel McAdams.
My parabatai would be Ryan Gosling.
I was gonna say my parabatai is you.
Parabatai. Real parabatai. Yeah.
What did you guys enjoy most filming Shadowhunters?
I really enjoyed
Our dinners.
Our dinners
At Jacob's.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Give us
We
$3
ate steak.
Jacob's.
My favorite one though was when we all put our phones down. And we could talk. We put our Canadian phones and our American phones
in the middle,
down.
and whoever picked up the phone first was going to pay for the bill.
I think Harry
Let's split the
introducing
bill.
Werewolf was the most.
Yes.
That was
Werewolf
probably
was
the
fun.
funnest.
But above all, being a part of such a rich story and bringing it to life with incredible people,
Becoming a family.
becoming a family.
Yeah.
So one of my followers, actually a lot of them were asking, how do you eat a taco? Do you tilt the taco or do you tilt your head?
Let me show you something.
I'm
Rip your hair back.
Hold up. Hold up. I got you. Put some music on. No, I don't know. I mean, I tilt my head.
Yeah, I think I took her.
Like,
I don't know.
yeah, because if you tilt the taco, then everything falls.
No, but
Yeah,
see,
you
I
gotta
tilt
do
the
the
back
top, right.
and then tilt my head and then slightly.
So you eat it like this?
A lot of tilting. Yeah.
No, straight and just tilt
That-
your head
that-
and you're good to go.
That's
What she said. Yeah, otherwise it'll spill.
Right.
Yeah. If you, yeah.
That's
Good
soft
question.
taco.
That's the first time we've done that.
Roll that sucker.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Thank you so much.
That's so awesome.
Wait, the guys gotta open them up. Open
Wow.
Yeah, open it up.
Oh my goodness. I love this quote.
I know this quote so well.
This is my favorite quote.
There's so many like gifts.
Wow, I
made.
got Snapchat.
My favorite quote.
No way.
How do you like that?
What?
You don't even know what's going
No
on.
way.
Stop it! Stop it! This is it.
I felt it and knew what it was. Oh.
There's a little bit more bling for you ladies. And your initials are on each of them.
No way. What?
It's all Carmen. It's all her. Don't look at
This is amazing.
Carmen.
Thank you so much. I don't want to drop it. Oh my god.
Wow.
They're so beautiful, Carmen.
They're perfect. You're
Literally like a walking Pinterest.
You are. This is so awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like a very tight fit, but it works.
So cool.
Yeah, we should take a picture.
Yes.
This is gonna be
Thank
my
you. This is so sweet.
Assuming. I don't know, but I'm assuming this holds.
And you're a mermaid too? Wait.
Okay.
No, that's her.
You're a
That's the
mermaid.
mermaid.
Just interviewed. We're in the back room of Barnes & Noble. I want to steal everything.